Hello, and welcome back to my stream today. I know what things one might look for to spell up the stream. OBS, for example. OBS, VC phase, so VC phase can be started through Steam, so that wasn't a problem. There's actually quite a few things that you need to open up before stream. So yeah. I was just generally very confused because it was like, why isn't this showing anything? Also the music, because I usually start my streams with music, as you know. And the thing is, the music's in a folder that I need to pull the strong out of into OBS. And I was just looking at it. Where's the music gone? The folder's still there, but there's nothing in it. Apparently. It still was all there, but it just didn't display itself for some reason. I don't know either. But hey, it is what was. Today I'm just gonna be playing some more Ultimate Emerald. I'm really tired. And honestly, I did not feel like I could do particularly well at puzzles today. Nor would I be entirely able to focus on the story going on in the game because I'm just really, really tired. Crab. It's time for crab. Apparently. Crab was designed by Mikhail Petrovich Nalyatov as the world's first submarine mine layer, but due to construction delays, the Germans launched their own model sooner. The mines were stored in two horizontal corridors and from both sides and exited by the stern. She was ordered in 1908 and entered service in 1915. Crab. But with a K. We have returned to the campaign of yesterday, where we are currently refitting 15 light cruisers. Honestly, we should probably refit more per turn right now, because, yeah. We do control the entire area here, which is very funny. The enemy still has some power in the area, but I'm pretty sure that's got to be dealt with fairly quickly. Now the question is, how big are these ports here? I know that they're fairly sizable. 131,000, 106,000, 101,000, 55,000. How about we retreat a bunch of our navy back to France? And Spain, because they also have pretty big ports. It's nice talking to you, Russia. We're leaving now. Just move our navy back to home. Which this is technically now as well, but fine. I like the fact that just here, they have 10 battle cruisers more than this one tiny ass port. They really did not want to downsize their fleet. God damn. Ah, that's great. You can probably take one of the larger ports here. This is probably going to overburden the port, though. Gonna have to check. This fleet can definitely take a port here. Actually, no, you're going to stay at... no, you're not. You're going to go to port because I need to remodel the Spee. The Graf Spee. Check that number core control just now and you realize that you will suffer trying to learn it. It's not nearly as bad as it seems. Now, I am playing on keyboard and mouse, I have to admit. Really? You motherfucker are blocking me from going in. 2 light cruisers are blocking me from going to port. Might not be bad, but you're playing on control and you have been spending the last 2 weeks grinding Monster Hunter, which is a very different control scheme. I mean, it was always going to have a fairly unique control scheme, just because of the type of game that it is. We're not even going to bother trying to go to peace with Russia at the moment. We're just gonna remodel in peace. Oh, the Jericho is one of the ships that I don't think we upgraded just now, last time, or yesterday. Hang on. Where was the last Jericho upgrade? We did not upgrade it. Did I accidentally skip it? I think I might have. Huh. Whoops. You've been dodging on A for weeks, and now you've got to learn that it's on X instead. It is what it is. That's all I can tell. Or can say. This is not gonna work. I can guarantee that this is not gonna work. Oh wait, what? What? Did we have a bug yesterday? Now this is the way that German 8-inch gun turrets should look like. And the triples should be like the same, but with an extra gun. The reason why I'm confused now is because yesterday we had, like, a moment where we were remodeling something that was using 8-inch guns, but it got the really big turrets, which was just very confusing. Really, really confusing. Way too heavy. We can update the shells on the Jericho. It's 13-inch Mark III guns. And definitely upgrade the sonar and stereoscopic rangefinder. Very good. You have a few hundred tons to play with. Let's make this a 16-inch belt, I guess. Wait a minute. Why are you on standard reloading? And you're still kicking ass. That is impressive. Yeah. You'll spend hours jumping when you want to dodge. I will have to admit also, I don't know where the A button and the X button is on an Xbox controller. If you were talking about a PlayStation controller, I knew by heart. But, I'm not an Xbox person. I don't like the controllers, in fact. I find them very unergonomic. And seemingly, I'm the very low amount of people to think that. Was it the Viltron? No, it wasn't the Viltron, because this is 9-inch guns. I think it was the normal heavy cruiser, the Frischling. Because we had some really weird 8-inch turrets yesterday. Yeah, there they are. It's using the wrong model of turrets. For whatever reason. Very confused about this, because these are 8-inch guns. If more people prefer dual-shocker controllers on Xbox. Not from what I'm aware of. Why are these the way they are? I am so confused. What? I am so awfully confused. I don't get why we're getting those turrets on the heavy cruiser. It doesn't make much sense. Like, one of the secondary turrets for battleships, the exact correct ones that I know, but for a heavy cruiser main gun, it takes the different turret style? I am so confused. Anyway, AX and X is square. I mean, A to dodge would just be weird then. Yeah, all of these ships are all at sea. We have some Frischling last cruisers that we can refit. Why are you here again? Did I forget to do something? Oh, right. I know. No, I remember why. Because it was 12-inch guns. It should actually be the keel as well. That should have a superfluous remodel here somewhere. Unless we just didn't remodel it, which I think we might have. It's how Monhan does it, and it's ingrained in your brain now. Yeah, I guess. We're obviously going to leave a presence in the area. I just realized how ludicrously large some of the ports are. What the fuck? Whoa! Okay, that's the biggest port I've seen so far. 750,000 tons of capacity. What the fuck, man? Well, we're going to be remodeling for a while, so might as well return home, right? We're coming home. We're coming home. Yeah, might as well send our main fleets home. Why not? Why not? Where's the Volv? There it is. That's the big fleet. Can we move you all the way back home? Let's move you to Kiel. It's also fairly big fleets. You're gonna go to Hamburg, why not? Ding, ding, ding. We're moving most of our stuff right now, so that's fine. In a few months, the Spee class should also be done, which is going to free up a little bit of tonnage in theory, but not in actuality, because we're going to have to remodel them immediately to put them into the standards of the modern world, which was improved or introduced after they were built. Hey, we're immediately starting an invasion out of southern Russia, so that's funny. Yeah, I know. We're gonna rustle some jimmies here. For the simple reason, mine has something fall. That's pretty nice, I guess. That the enemy won't like us being here. Palestine is out of Ottoman control, which I don't really care for. We're about to gain more control over Russian territory. You seem to not have moved at all. I think we are blockading the enemy from moving where they wanted to go. You know what? You can go to a desk. No, you can't. Yeah, this is slightly over capacity. I like how there's just that one heavy cruiser chilling here. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go home to Putty, to my home port. Nope, no you're not. It's not yours anymore. 2 battleships, 1 battlecruiser. You know what? We're gonna send you all the way up to Germany again as well. To Bremen. Bremen sounds good. Bremerhaven. Let's go. Le Havre should also be a very large port. What kind of army are we bringing up here? It's tiny. The Defend army is also relatively small, but not small enough for us to just break through. Yep, this is still a token attack. Maybe they're waiting for the Navy to invade, but the Navy is currently busy on the other side of the world. I think we're just gonna encircle Russia by capturing everything that has a port. Which the only territory that doesn't, I think, is Siberia. Siberian Russia is not something we can capture by our navy. Oh no, wait, Kazakhstan. Oh yeah, some of these areas. Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, and Turkmenistan. And then some of these tiny things here. What are you done there? Is it also Armenia? Well. Now we're starting to repair some ships, which is fine. A lot of our ships have taken sustained damage. It's not too bad. It's not very bad damage. It's just... being at war for years on end, it eventually starts dragging you down and putting some dents in the armor and stuff, you know? Though some ships will have to stay in repairs for a while. Hey, Lithuania has been conquered. Nice. Oh, now we're going for Belarus. Is that the same army that's just turning around? No, it's not. It's another funny one. Kronstadt, as far as I'm aware, is the biggest port they have anywhere, which is still very small. And we currently should not remodel more ships than we currently are. What happened to America? What are you doing to yourself? Jesus Christ. America, my buddy, my pal, you're not looking too hot. Honestly, I've been really interested in fighting them. They still have 86 ships, so they're not, like, in really big trouble. But it's big enough trouble to be concerning. Considering that they have less than half of our ships. And they used to have, like, tonnage rivaling and even exceeding ours. Okay, 2 heavy cruisers have now been completed, repairing 18 ships, so we're gonna definitely be going over capped in our resource, or in our ports. The war continues, yep, that's exactly how I wanted it. Yeah, the gun barrel's good. Austria's currently not too happy with us. Let's throw him a bone. I don't really need to fight Austria right now. That would just... It would complete my collection of the Balkans. I don't fear them. They don't have much. They're just not worth it either. Like, all they would do would be surround Italy. Make them fear and panic, and maybe I can contain Italy to Sardinia eventually. And we'll just have the Mediterranean island nations. It would be even funny if it was Corsica, but I already own Corsica, so we can't do that. So, most of our fleets are now out of the area. Actually, all of them, I think. Yeah, there's only 2 fleets that are currently going home. We are massively overdraining our ports. Which is understandable. We are currently remodeling a lot of them, and we're also repairing a lot of them. If we look at the status, we're commissioning 2, so that's fine. We're repairing a few ships for 1 month. All of those... Actually, the Palmbook's repairing for 2 months. Yeah, some of them are fairly big, like the Mars. The Void is repairing for 10 months. No, that's gotta be a while. But it's fine. I didn't pay attention. I should have moved the ships on the left side into port as well, because they've captured the area. They're going to be the Alaskan defenders. Maybe attack us eventually. I have a plan what I want to do with Russia, though. I'm going to take my main fleet and go across the northern flank through the polar region and move my fleet that way. Because I'm... Oh, that's a second attack starting into Belarus. Maybe with a larger army this time? If you actually want it. That would be nice. But, the Britons don't like us being here. Fight to the end. Continue the war. Yep, the Russian Far East has not been captured. What a surprise. It's more, but not... It's not a proper army either. Belarus is going to be one of those countries that I actually need to rely on the army to capture, though. But yeah, we're going to go all the way around the flank. We need to leave them with a port, at least. I want to leave them with a small port, though. You can probably keep Oulu. Maybe Riga. Riga's still pretty good, actually. I want Riga. Yeah, you can keep northern Finland for the moment. Murmansk is too good a position. That's a surprisingly small port to be in that area. Siberia doesn't have any, and Eastern Siberia is already ours. This is a fairly small port, so we can't store too many things here. In fact, all of these fleets are way too big to be stored there. Let's just send you back for the moment to the Sea of Okhotsk. Because there's still more island nations to be captured. We will take more and more territory off the Russians. Because that's funny. They deserve it. They started this war with us while we were at war with Spain. So, yeah. They did this to themselves. We didn't go to war with them. I clicked out of the game. Okay, we're back under control in terms of shipbuilding capacity. The problem is that the moment you go over shipbuilding capacity, it costs a lot more, and more importantly, it goes half as quickly. So that's not good. Our fleet is quite sizable at this point, though. Actually need to check something in a bit. Because we've been building and building ships, but we have never really... Negotiations failed, so that is good. I want the war to continue because it makes me money. Another Russian Far East Manchuria invasion attempt. People's Republic of China. Okay. Where are they trying to overthrow the British? The British don't have anything that is on the coastline from China, do they? Wait, highway? Really? That's a British starting colony. That is funny as hell. That is still not gonna work. That army is just way too small. If you went into Liaodong Peninsula, you would actually probably capture it, but they didn't. They did not. This is not one of the remodeled ones. Oh, we're not actually refitting anything anymore. The refits are done. That's a big change. So now, all of the tonnage that is currently being kept up by our shipbuilding capacity is the fact that we're repairing 3 battleships and 2 battlecruisers. Unfortunately, it's the big boys. It's the Wolf, it's probably the other Wolf class as well. It's both Kiel class ships. Actually, no, is it? It's a Wolf, it's an Anhalt, a Königsberg, the Oldenburg, and the Herzog von Tresch. All relatively big ships. 77,000, 39,000, 28,000, 44,000, and 64,000 tons. Plus to the fact that we're still building 2 massive battleships. Like, hilariously massive battleships. And also the fact that these fleets have not actually made it to port yet because I didn't send them there. And these fleets are carrying some ships that have sustained slight damage, I think. Yep, there's one, the Wiesbaden. The Jericho is slightly damaged. Honestly, I should split these up, because the Jericho should not be in this fleet right now. Jericho, the Heinrich, the Stettin, and a destroyer. That's a task force right there. A small one. Where did all of our 15 light cruisers go that we remodeled? Because we should have some that are armed with a lot of guns. 5 doubles. We should have some that are 5 triples. There's one. The Köln, but written wrong. Interesting. So we have 15 7.1-inch guns on that thing. That's nasty. Are we scaling up the offense? Nope. Nope. Interesting. Well, the army will do what the army will do, I guess. We're just gonna click continue. The army does have the manpower to theoretically invade. They're just not pulling up the manpower that they used to take Lithuania yet, and I don't know why. Hey, relations with the British. Our economy is growing, and the government asked your opinion to where to allocate the extra funds. That's not a good idea. GDP is always good. Because it's gonna change our budget in the short term. Hey, we finally have a battle. And the enemy has no idea what they're doing to themselves. We're just gonna take 4 heavy cruisers and blast them to shit. You know what? No, we're just gonna overpower them. We're just gonna send away the destroyer. But everything else will just be a blasting time of Frischling class heavy cruisers with 8.1-inch guns. 12 of them on every single one of them, and the enemy will not know what happened to them. You can probably turn around. Thuringia. The enemy is straight ahead. 30 times speed. Let's go. And the enemy has been detected. The synchronized firing of these main guns is absolutely hilarious. That's a torpedo in the water. Why is that? Was that an enemy ship just now? 24 knots. Fire on the light cruiser. Oh, actually destroyer, probably. Good hits. More good hits. That's a torpedo. Torpedo detonation. That thing's about to go down. That's a lot of heavy cruisers just firing away at the enemy. And they're gonna feel it very, very quickly. The heaviest thing that they have is also a heavy cruiser. The thing's just that their heavy cruiser... It looks like that. While ours will look like this. It's a bit of a difference in modernization. Plop. Torpedoes in the water again. That one's gonna miss by a mile, so that's good. That's probably gonna sink soon. Either through flooding or fire. Let's fly on the next ship real quick. While that thing's just slowly dying. Bonk, bonk, bonk. And it's dead. Absolutely destroyed. This heavy cruiser fleet is not taking any prisoners today. And the enemy is actually slower than us as well, so they have no chance. The top speed of the enemy heavy cruiser is 20.8 knots. Our current speed, at gunnery speed, is 21. Well, you better run, for you cannot hide. You engaged with the wrong fleet, dumbass. So many shells. So many shells. I think they're trying to run away again, but the thing is just that they're about to flood to death. The crew levels are also rising rapidly. So even if we don't sink them by flooding, or by fire, we might just kill enough people that they just give up. Another flooding. The secondaries are now really racking up the damage again. Because again, they can't run. And our guns are not really taking any prisoners right now. Bong. Are they flooding to death? They're flooding to death. Good. Good. And they've done... barely anything. Yep, that was not a good fight for them. Alright then. Well, well, well. Minimal damage taken, maximum damage done. India signed a contract with Spain. I don't know why Spain of all people, considering that they're an island nation. But hey, it's fine. The Ottoman Empire is breaking apart on its own, which is funny. This is still not going to work out, despite the fact that we've destroyed that many defenders. This is also not going to work out. Hey, Beru! Let me just give you a quick shout out. How are you doing today? How was Armored Core? No, no spoilers. Well, I am not very far in the game yet, but how was the game? I see, Austria is attempting to take back some of its lost territory that it lost to just natural degradation of their empire. Was nothing because the game refused to work today? Really? That's unfortunate. I'm guessing technical difficulties? That's not great. Start improve relations with Britain again. Any guess as to what happened or what caused it? Or just no clue? Move these two fleets to port, into our largest ports. Game crashed on mission start. And I'm gonna guess that I kept doing it. Need to fill some on your PCs, you change some settings. I see. Well, I do hope that everything will end up working properly instead of just crashing, because that's not great. Never great. But welcome to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, where we play as Germany, and you can see as the colors of the territory changes that this who or what belongs to who. You can see Russia being blue, Britain being red, Austria-Hungary being yellow, Italy being green, Spain being orange, Germany being grey. Don't mind that. Then we have another blue color for America. And I forgot what color China used to be, I'll be honest. We're probably about to be able to tell because there's a rebellion against Britain. Oh, you're right, and also darker red for Japan. Where we are currently playing our Germany campaign and attempting to take out the Russian Empire. The main feat of this game is quite neat, but it only really is neat if you're into naval stuff. Because the main gimmick of this game is the fact that all of these ships that I'm currently moving around on the map are designed by me. None of these ships are generated by the computer, in stark contrast to every single thing that I'm fighting. Every single time that you roll the enemy AI, they randomize their designs, and it's pretty neat. And I mean, like, we designed the ship. Like, you start with a hull with nothing on it, which is pretty cool. And then depending on the technologies that you have unlocked and everything and the current level of the campaign, you get stuff. Accumulating eventually in stuff like... where do we have it? This one. Which is a very, very large battleship. Now again, it's not for everyone. Not everyone likes this type of game. But I'm a massive nerd about warfare and stuff, so I greatly enjoy it. We've also had some happenings in the campaign that have become slightly related or referenceable. Mainly the heroic deeds of one light cruiser that just refused to die. And at the moment we're just kind of running over everyone that's standing in our way because the enemy, despite the fact that we're playing on a relatively difficult setting, the only difficult nations have so far been very tame. The British have fought us once or twice, but it was only like one battle and then they backed off again. The Americans have just kind of lost all of their ships to other people. I don't know how. And everybody else is just kind of not that good. We just kind of exceeded everybody else's production capability and research capability so quickly and so strongly that we're just punching through everything. I don't remember how many ships we lost in total, but I can tell you it wasn't many. We lost a few cruisers, most of them to auto-resolve, because that's the thing you can do, but you gotta lose stuff when you're doing it. And other than that, there was a moment where the Chinese sunk a battleship of ours, which I didn't like. But look, it's transports. I don't need to damage the port, I can just take it. And that's what we're going to do now. We're going to start a naval invasion on the port of Moskavko. Moscalco? Moscalvo. In North Sakhalin. Okay. Naval invasion. North Sakhalin. This fleet that we have here should be more than enough. Also close in a little bit further. Because the red circle around the Moscovo area is a minefield, and we don't want to stumble into that. But we have mine removal devices on our ships, so we just need to get closer, and they should remove themselves slowly. Let's go. Now we're repairing a lot of ships again. Never mind, it's down to one battleship, which is the Wolf. That should have freed up most of our production capabilities, so we should be able to remodel a bunch of ships now. Also, we have another strike mission, which means we can attack the port of Moscalvo. Probably. Okay. Okay, Britain is losing a lot of territory somewhere. I don't know where. I think it's mostly in Africa. I think that the rebellion is... that the people are rebelling against Britain at the moment. Oh yeah. Naval prestige is -71. And the... and the people are not very happy right now either. Because these stats over here, the naval prestige is obviously how well the admiral is regarded. And the nation's people is, over here, probably not the best thing to say, because it's unrest. You want a low value, as low as possible. Preferably 0. At 80, your provinces will start rebelling against you. Very, very quickly and effectively. I've noticed that. There's some damages here as well, so we should move these to port. And then we should start remodeling stuff. Yeah, we have about 200,000 tons left over. So let's start remodeling the Jericho. So it's a small battlecruiser, but it's important. And then we have the Terrys. Now we're about 100,000. The Bonn, how many do we have of those? 2, that's another 60,000. And... do I remodel one of these? Yeah. The keel does deserve the upgrade. They are punching way above their weight class. Now, remodels are expensive, and they take a few months. But at the same time, a remodel will make your ships far more effective. Also, naval procedures at a level where it's completely ridiculous. We're at 1,368, while everybody else is fiddling around at like 100 at most. Most of them actually in the negative because they keep losing battles. In the press conference, the journalist asked if the present good financial status of the country is enough to support a war against Britain. We're ready to defend the country against anyone who opposes us. The Navy definitely requires more funds if a war breaks out. You don't see a war happening between our countries. This is why naval funds should be reduced in order to strengthen the social programs. I don't like any of these answers. They are all shit. Actually, GDP is good. Never mind. I take it back. Auto resolve. Damage the port again. 22,000 ton. Okay. Now we unlock the Mark 1 18-inch guns, which we're not going to use anytime soon. Advanced Naval Shells 1. That's just a general upgrade to everything. 2 powder 3. Now that would have been good to have when we were remodeling everything, but it's not good enough to make a difference now. I think Japan is attempting to provoke us. You really shouldn't do that. Because when I put my plan against Russia into action, we're going to be in the area anyway. So the remodeling and repairing should take a moment. So if I go to my fleets and go to status. Okay, those are still taking... The speed up has been glorious. You're going to be built in Pillau. And you will be built in Emden, sure. Because these things should not be nearly this close to completion, if not for the fact that we got some upgrades that increase the speed of production. So, repairing for 1 month, that's going to be fine. Repairing for 1 month, refitting for 2 months, and 5 months for the Spee. But that's an extensive upgrade there, so I can understand that. I think we probably have a fleet still sitting out here, yep. Where is the other one? Or is that one of the ships that we're repairing right now? Hang on. Where is the Kiel? Class. Where is the Kiel? There it is. It's at sea, apparently, in the North Atlantic. Why are you at sea in the North Atlantic? Where are you? Where are you? Hello? Why are you there? Okay. Good that we found that, because that's 3 fairly large ships. They definitely do deserve their refits. Man, the income of these provinces of France and Spain is... Oh, Jesus Christ, France is making money. It's actually making almost as much money as Western Germany. Yeah, Italy's also making a lot of money. Maybe we should go for Italy at some point. I want the economic powerhouse that is America, though. Actually, they don't make enough... They don't make as much money as Italy. That's odd. Huh. Interesting. Oh, I clicked that other game again. Now, Russia is not really worth taking if it comes to economics, but we're doing it anyway. 0% and 0%, that's got to stay that way as well, because our army has decided to just poke at the enemy, not actually doing anything. We're gonna go to port somewhere. I guess over here is good. And the Sevastopol port can... We need to get rid of 4,000 tons. The 3 destroyers, that should be enough. Send it over to Poti and that will be fine. Okay. Finances again. Let's upgrade the docks even further. To a ridiculous... Possibly, like we could, if we really wanted to, build a ship of a size that is 205,000 tons in one ship once we're done with this upgrade. Which is such a ludicrous number. It literally exceeds the largest battleship ever built by 3 times. You could put this thing in there 3 times and have more than enough to spare. Fight to the end. We're not letting you surrender now, Russia. Sierra Leone are taking alarms against Britain. Hey! China is back. They have a port. Unfortunately, it's actually annoyingly large. Now, China, how are you doing? Been a while since I destroyed you. They are instantly at a relation of -97 with us. Because we kind of removed them from the map. That's funny. So, are there anybody else that we need to be... It's really only Britain. Maybe we should decisively crush Britain once we can. Which would be soon. But I want to upgrade everything first. I don't want to go with Britain yet. Also, going to war with Britain right now would probably mean that we're going to go to war with America. Which, while I do want to do that, eventually, it's not yet. The timing is not right. Well, Finances. We have about 100,000 or 90,000 to spare, so let's go to ship design. The Oldenburg. Yeah, we can refit 2 of these. And get them a massive firepower upgrade. Now we're going to be sitting in our pod while technically at war with Russia for a while. It is actually quite deliberate as well, because while you're at war, you make so much more money. So we can afford to just sit here, relax, and let the Russians sweat as they deliberate when we will next strike. Which we will. We will definitely strike. Question is just when and where. Also, I think I'm going to actually just let the Chinese exist, because that would be funny. Maybe try to improve our relations. If they decide to go to war with us, shit, I guess. Now the Chinese are going to have to actually design a bunch of new ships, which might just be a whole fleet of line cruisers. I'm praying that it isn't, because it was funny at the start to fight them, but eventually it wasn't. And at this point, if they decide to do that, they're going to be so far behind it doesn't even matter anymore. Like, if they still use the same cruisers, that would be fucking funny. Well, Spain's admiral just been fired. Auto-resolve that. Improved quadruple turrets. Nice. Not using those yet. It's just too heavy for my likings. That has failed. We got North Sakhalin. So let's just go and take South Sakhalin. Why not? We're in the area just now, right? Might as well. Hello, Japan. I hope you don't mind if I just jump in real quick. And to take your glory. Let's strengthen the relations with China. I think they might appreciate that. After just being birthed again. And we can't make them an island nation, like we did with some of the others. Why are you not in the pod by R? Come on, man. Wasting my resources like that. You as well. You were supposed to go into port, not stand outside of it. What is going wrong with these people? Go to ports, damn it. Oh, hey, look. There's Pod Mosby. Rebelling against them. Let me see. If I scroll to the other side of the world, will there be more ships that are not actually in port? Yes. Yes, there will be. I told you to go to port, damn it. Okay. Very good. Finances, how much is open? About 150,000 tons. So, ship design, we remodel more. Kiel, are you in port yet? No, you're not? Wait. Almost ironic that Rostock wasn't in port. I clicked on view, which is stupid. I didn't want to do that. Now I need to let this load, so I can go back. Well, while this is loading, how is everyone doing today? Because unfortunately this game sometimes really likes to take its time loading, especially when you click a bunch of stuff at the same time, to the point that sometimes Windows just decides, hey, we think this program has crashed, do you want to quit it? And no, I don't. It's not actually crashed, it just takes a while. Yeah, where is the key? Europe pain, okay, that's fine. The usual, but now with extra pain. You all refitted, the cherries are refitted, I think. There's another Oldenburg we can refit, that's 45,000 tons. We got the finances, now we have 120,000 left, around about. Let's start with the big boys. The enemy is bringing out the navy now because they're getting afraid. That's a cogger. Against a big gun in battlecruiser. Oh boy. The cogger is not made for this. Where did you pull this out? A 3 triple gun, 16-inch gun battlecruiser? Damn. That is impressive. That came out of nowhere. The Russians might actually be a danger now. Maybe. Looking at the design of the ship, maybe not. Now, the cogger is still not made for this. Its armor at most is 15 inches, so... Punching above our own weights is yet again a genuine possibility. Now we do have a heavy cruiser with us. But it is what it is. Well, the enemy does only really have the battlecruiser that we need to worry about. The cruiser is not a worrisome ordeal, and neither are the transports, obviously. This thing, despite it being outdated as fuck, look at the hull design. That's what we built the Terry off of, which is a very old ship. Those main guns are gonna be very dangerous. We only have 10-inch guns, so we're gonna be mainly firing our explosive shells at them. You're not quite in range yet, am I correct? Yeah, but you will be soon. Alright, also I need to remember to actually replace that link on Streamlabs. Flooding already? What the hell is going on there? What is your armor if that caused the flooding? It doesn't seem to be that great. But the 10-inch guns are fairly accurate at this distance already, which is pretty good. I didn't need to do that. 10-kilometer distance is pretty good for fighting, so we should probably equal out here and stay at broadside. Not get too close. Come on, show me. What do you have? He's still approaching. We should probably kite away. Another flooding. Decent amounts of damage to the enemy. Stravopol. Your main belt is awful. 12 inches? At 120% quality? That's bad. That's really bad. Unfortunately, the problem here is not that that is bad, but they can penetrate us. Whoa! Flash fire! They decided to take those 16-inch gun turrets and throw them in the air! Okay! Medusa, you're gonna detach from the formation here. Go for top speed and hunt down that light cruiser. It's a low fuel. Tell me, where's the radar signals coming from? Because there's transports in the area, and I really want to know where they are. I didn't expect the Stavropol to suddenly go down. That was lucky, I guess. Bonk. Fire torpedoes at one of us, so... Oh, at the Medusa. The good thing is it's a heavy cruiser, so it's barely able to maneuver rapidly. The enemies, the transports are in that direction. The 10 inches are not gonna be nice to you. It was an overpan, actually. Lucky. Very lucky for you. The secondaries, though, they went so lucky for you. And you're dead. Well, you're gonna go full steam ahead. Medusa can take a back seat. Wait. That direction? Well, you say that direction, you say that direction. And we're just gonna go to 30 times speed now. And catch up with the transports at 28 knot speed. I don't think that's too far away from us. Yep, they're not too far away from us. But the good thing is the transports are mostly unarmed, and even if they are armed, this is a lot of secondaries of fairly decent size. There's some 3 inches, some 5 inches, but mostly the 7 inches are gonna bonk real hard. Which is the 2 middle. So, now usually hunting down the transport ships is quite annoying. Because it takes a while to find them. They sail in a straight line away from you. And in earlier years of the campaign, it's really annoying because the enemy is about as fast as your ships. Or your ships are not that much faster than them. But at this point, we are almost triple their speed, so we should be catching up with them at a rapid pace and find them. There they are. That one's unarmed. That one's unarmed. That one's unarmed. And one is also pretty much already going down. Because we missed and hit another one. Yep, that one's dead. Sinking this fleet is going to be a big hit to the Russian economy. Losing a few transports is fine. Losing a lot of transports? That's not good. Ooh, that one's dead. That one's super dead. An high explosive 10-inch shell has just blasted right inside of the ship. Flop. Okay. Well, the Medusa is slowly coming into range as well. Should actually maybe make it speed up to like 28 knots as well. I wanted the Deathlinger to get most of the success in this battle because it's a cool ship. And honestly, it's like a battle cruiser that it really had no business killing. The enemy had terrible armor, even worse than ours. But at the same time, they had some very chunky guns. I didn't even get to check what kind of penetration they had. There is so many transports here. What the fuck, man? You missed with an 87% chance to hit. God damn. That was a lot of hits though. Dead. I don't think anybody on board survived. Ah. Good shots. That's more transports down. Merchant raiding is exactly the kind of thing that this thing was made for, by the way, which is why it has so many secondaries. And relatively small main caliber guns. Which is exactly the deal that we're doing right now. The only problem was that they were escorted by a battlecruiser, which could have been really bad for us. In the end, they didn't hit us once. Not even with the secondary. There's no losses on either of these. Which just tells you something about this, the quality of the Russian Navy. Now, at first, it was a bit of a scary moment when I saw the battlecruiser, because 60 inches is a pretty modern layout. It's just that it was built on a pretty outdated ship with terrible statistics. And apparently also an ammo loader that is very prone to just blowing up. Alrighty. Good victory. The enemy is kind of just faltering at this point, which is nice. We could probably fit another 40,000 ton ship in there. You're still not done. Or do we refit 4 of these? I think we do. Because this is a big update for the light cruisers here. Now, it's going to take a moment to remodel these because it's a big change. So 4 months it is. But at the same time, upgrading their firepower by 33% is a big deal. Okay. How are our politics looking at the moment? We should be fairly close to war with a few people. I don't know how we suddenly got to be on the good side of the Italians so much. Very weird. How are you suddenly on the good side of Egypt of all things? You tried to take Egypt twice. Yeah, we're almost at war with Britain. Almost at war with China. Let's try to appease. No, actually, we did something this time. Never mind. Never mind. Let's continue. Was it another naval invasion? I think it was another naval invasion. And just like that, the entire 1930 year has been whittled away by remodeling and fleet rearmaments. The war continues. The Soviet admiral has been replaced. Sure. Kill more transports. Yeah, you push back me again. You're gonna take too long for my liking here. We're gonna just naval invade South Sakhalin. Reason being, we have the ships there, exactly for that reason. Yeah, this is still not going through. If only our army was actually taking it seriously, because we know that they have the manpower here. At least they could have the manpower here. They did when we attacked China, way back when we did that. Suddenly we had 1 million men in China, and I don't know where they came from, honestly. Look, it's the Russian Navy. I don't know what they're doing here, or what they're going to attempt over here. But look, it's the Russian Navy. My god, we're whittling down the Soviet defenders. Maybe that's the plan of the army here. Just whittle them down. Eventually they're gonna die. Ambush! Who's ambushing who? We're ambushing them. I'm not afraid. Now, our destroyers, they are a little long in the tooth at this point. We should replace them at some point. Like, just design a new destroyer. Replace all of the old ones. That would be a good idea. But they will probably still be better than whatever the enemy's feeling. We're fighting 6 destroyers versus 2. We go to 30 speed. Set the torpedoes to off. Did that do that for the whole? Yep, okay, did. Very good. Set the torpedoes to normal. We might actually be hit by torpedoes ourselves here. So we're gonna dodge with this. Nope. That was a very bad hit. All things considered. Okay, fire high explosive shells, please. The armor piercing will not cut it. My god. I told you to fire high explosive shells. Okay, now it's the whole fleet that's firing high explosive. Good. There's a lot of shells flying their way, which is great, actually. I'm gonna tell you to just use any shell again. Maybe that'll be better right now. They're pulling up on our flank, so armor-piercing shells might actually do something. Okay, that's not good. You shall detach from the division, smoke up and leave. The enemy will... we will continue fighting the enemy. I'm wondering why the torpedoes are dealing so little damage. Well, their destroyers are dead, they now survived. Good enough. Okay. Tiny little fight between destroyers. Again, we should probably replace our destroyers because they are by now fairly old, despite the fact that they are technically modern. And the good thing is, they're very small, so we can build a lot of them all at once we get back to it. Politics, we're already doing something this turn. Tonnage-wise, we have about 60,000 tons left open. Can we remodel the keel? Yes, we can. That's a big one. 2 destroyers are being repaired. The naval invasion is starting. Now, the remodeling of everything is taking a while, and I know that, and that is the big problem here. You need to make the time to remodel the fleet, but at the same time, you need to also make sure that you keep building new ships, and at the same time always keep enough ships active to defend your homeland, which is proving to be a little bit difficult. They have $2 million, or $2 billion actually.
We are going to have to act.
Armored bulk and protection. We're just keep on going. Okay, that's 100%. That's just going to be a question of turns here. Yeah, we're going to be faster than our army brothers here. This is going to be pushed back again. How many times do you want to continue trying to invade Belarus? I mean, now they've gone and they're trying to invade Azerbaijan, which is also bold. But this might actually work out. The enemy might have 6 times our size, but at the same time, if we just make them inflict 6 times the losses, it's just all okay. Very good support here. Looks like I could do that. Okay. Just check the status of the remodeling. The oil in Friedrichsthal will be done in 1 month. Grafspee in 2. Kiel in 5. The big question is the work already done actually? Hang on a minute. No, it's not. Here it is. 2 months, and that's the big guy. Getting a very, very big combat upgrade, because 15-inch Mark 1 guns are not that great. 15-inch Mark 2 or 3s are very, very good. That's very big guns with very good range and, you know, generally just performing outstandingly well. Sure, let's go to war with China, I guess. What are you gonna do, China? Netherlands' new leader was found to support armed terrorists. Sumatra. 19,000 tons, sure. Where is it? Here it is. That's not too far away from where we actually have some fleets. So, go forth and conquer Sumatra. That is actually going to give me... Is that going to give me control over the Strait of Singapore here? Because I really wanted to have the Strait of Singapore earlier in the campaign. The thing is just, the game wouldn't let me. It's not a great ship, but sure, let's move these 2 over here as well. Do we have any other new light cruisers in the area? Did they, by any chance? Yes, yes they did. That's some very modern light cruisers. The Niobe and Valiente. Remodeled to be the triple barrel version as well. That's another one. You can link up with those 2. This one's not upgraded yet, but it's fine. And that's an old one. Tsingtao has some submarines. They don't even have ships in the area. Like, now we're at war with China, and what are they going to do? They can't fight us. But at best they're going to get invaded by a mainland invasion from Kiaochu. Or from northeast China, essentially. Which is, you know... Army force, 381,000. Tsingtao has 381,000 soldiers? And northeast China has 24. How the fuck? Okay. Let's attempt to brighten the day of Britain a little bit. So try to improve the tensions, improve relations here. If it doesn't work, not great. At that point, we might have to turn attention towards Britain for a while. Make sure that they don't get any bad ideas. Most of our... Actually, no, we can't say that. Most of our ships are not remodeled yet. $4 billion? Yeah. No big deal. No big deal, Britain. No big deal. Good. Advanced towers. Doesn't do anything. We're just immediately starting a next invasion from Eastern Poland against the Soviet Union into Belarus. This time with 61,000. We're actually slowly but surely increasing in size while the enemy is losing army force every time they do this. I guess we're just recuperating more quickly than they can. I suppose. Like, it would be great if we had, like, I don't know, a logistics network. We could ship some of our army force that is concentrated in mainland Germany to our front lines, maybe. Could be useful. Just, you know, an idea. Oh my god. They're getting slaughtered. Finances. We have about 300,000 tons that have suddenly been freed up for more remodels. What is going on here? We need to check something really quick. What's going on with the Terrys? Oh, you're in the Sea of Japan. You're currently at sea. I see. I see. These two have been upgraded. These two have not been yet. Got it. Ship design. Okay. We can upgrade the second... Wait a minute. That's the one that we needed to delete. This is the old one that doesn't have the gun upgrade. Let's continue first of all with our big ships. So that's another 70,000 tons of armor and guns. Leaving us with 250,000. The Bremen class. That's another 75k. Ship design. The Posen class. Only 2 of 3 are still remaining, but they're gonna get a big upgrade. Another 100,000 outlets. Open. Good, good. The Bond class. Another 60k. So that's another 40k that we can use. Couldn't expect. Do we bother with these guys? But we should. Sure, let's go over a little bit here. Yeah, with a tiny bit over. Should be fine. I'm in a mechanical man. Eventually, Belarus will break. And Belarus is one of the very few territories that we can't just take by sheer force. Fight to the end against Russia. We're not letting them go to peace. Cryptography. Good. Again, they've pushed us back in the Russian Far East. Let me guess, there's another... It's another invasion coming. It's not stopping. You're gonna lose more soldiers. Oh my god, we could just march it away highway so easily. They have 60 soldiers. Now, I know that Northeast China doesn't have a lot of soldiers, but it's more than 60. It's significantly more than 60. Why did China go to war with us? We could just have them be at war with us the whole time and just be a money printer because we're technically in a state of war. It's a country that is considering us to be at war with them. It's good enough for me. Yep, still getting absolutely slaughtered over there. Same about here. They're losing 4 times more soldiers than we are. So eventually it's gonna go through. Maybe. It's gotta be that way for a moment. Actually, I want to know... How much longer until we have our big boys ready? It shouldn't be that much. They have 9 months. 9 months until we have the biggest battleships that the world has ever seen. And they're gonna be a lot bigger than anything else the world has ever seen. 130,000 tons. It's ridiculous. Strike, convoy, naval invasion, and conquest. Actually, we should probably check on the conquest. I haven't actually looked at that. And it might not be going that well. Who knows? Something has just disappeared. Auto resolve this. Another strike against the... There we go. From Kaicho Bay. China, what have you done? You fucked up, man. I need a screenshot of this. Hang on a minute. I need the screenshot of this. Fucking hell. So good. I don't know why they decided to go to war with us. Like, why, China? Why? It only was ever going to have one way it ends. 60 soldiers against 1.5 million. Oh. Fucking hell. It's still slightly over. Next turn it's gonna be fine because we're still upgrading our dockyards. So, also we've just made back the 4 billion that we've given to Britain to not go to war with us. They have not gone to war with us, so that's good. So, after that bit of comedic interlude, I wonder how long that's gonna take us. It probably should be done in literally one fell swoop. As 1.5 million soldiers just stand at the border to China and 60 soldiers are going, oh crap. South Atlantic. Oh, that's where, yeah, right. Auto resolve. Italy is still trying to increase. Well, South Succulent now belongs to us. It's still going. So, how far did we advance in one turn? 8%, so that's a minimum. How do we lose more than them, though? To be fair, they only have 60, so they might just be very well hidden. I don't know. Well, let's just, think Dao. Move you to, I don't know, Tianjin. You're gonna go to Shanghai, I guess? And the last but not least fleet, it's gonna go to the Haichao. Whatever. It doesn't really matter which port you go to, it just matters that you go to a port. Goddamn mosquitoes. Oh, come on. One more turn until we're not overburdened anymore. To be fair, if it didn't overburden us, most of the remodels would have probably been done already. And they are now mostly done, apart from one battleship, which is probably the big one. 130,000 tons. the Wolf. We need to repair a destroyer, which was probably the one that was with the fleet. I'm actually surprised that that's all the damage we took, because we've been literally going across all of the far east and southern borders and taken whatever we could. Because we have the... Yeah, we can probably... stoke the unrest. Give them $1 billion. Port Arthur. Whoops. Hybrid Destroyer. That's a class I don't actually know, I think. I completely forgot about these two. Or these two ports. The thing is, I don't think we have enough stuff in the area to take it unless... move one of the fleets here. Or we're remodeling everything else. Again, we have about 300,000 tons opened up for remodeling. The Wolf is done, the Bremen is done, the Posen is mostly done? Huh? The Bonn, we should ignore this one. No, we haven't. I'm an idiot! Ah! We wasted time and money. We downgraded the fucking ships. Königsberg is upgraded, the Papenburg needs to be upgraded. Our old, trusty battleships getting the new turrets. Looking absolutely brilliant. The Congo should also get upgrades, all three of them. Let's check our finances. About 100,000 are left. So the Herzog von Tresch gets an upgrade. Let's actually start with the Space, because they're smaller. Significantly so. Both of the Space, which are 2 heavy cruisers, and then one of the Herzog von Treschs. Gonna get an upgrade. We've gone over a little bit again. Oopsie. Well, honestly, I'm surprised that the Chinese are holding themselves that well. Maybe my soldiers are just holding back. I don't know. Because this is an absolutely ridiculous battle. Central Atlantic. Central Atlantic? Fight to the end. Radar rangefinder. Now that's something. Okay. Fully automatic gun reloads. Interesting, but not that useful yet. 16-inch Mark IIIs. We just upgraded the Tresch. Okay. Apparently we're attacking the Ottoman Empire somewhere? Somehow? Oh yeah, we are. Professor Gadam's. Gadam. I didn't expect that. It would have probably been more useful if you took the Bosporus Strait here, but, well. Now, the good thing is we only remodeled one of the Tresch. Just gonna go view the ship. And remodel it again because we now got better 16-inch guns. We're just gonna leave one of the Treschs a little bit long in the dockyards because we're gonna do the same upgrade to it as well. But the problem is, it's gonna have to... oh man, those turrets look so good. Unfortunately, I have a feeling we're running into a very unfortunate problem here. The fact that we placed that on that barbette of the tower. Advanced Dreadnought Tower. Do we have a better one? No, we really don't. Hmm. They are 16.3-inch guns, so maybe we can just downsize a little. There we go, 16.1-inch guns work. It's unfortunate because 16.3 would have been a nicer caliber to have. I don't know why, it's just kind of neat, but if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You move that one a tick backwards again. That's a 4 months increase in time spent remodeling it. I want to know something though. We can put radar on this ship. God damn. This is going to be the first ship with radar, and honestly, it's probably a big enough reason to take it that we should start remodeling other things again. Why did you have to do this to me, game? What is the explosion chance right now? 1.9%, that's minuscule. Oh, I know why this is so light. Why did I do that yesterday? We should really upgrade the arm on this thing. It's as big as it gets. That's... Hello? There we go, that's better. So, fairly big forward offset, but we can probably change that by shuffling some armor around. Yeah, 7% is a lot better than what we had before. And again, these are fairly big gun upgrades because Mark 3s are just so much better than the Mark 2s. And radar, though. That radar, man. Shaft 4 natural, gear turbine 2. Do you have any new engines? No, we don't. Well, that's a big upgrade for the trash. Do I go back and upgrade every other thing as well with the radar? Actually, do I have anything else with 16-inch guns, first of all? I don't think I do. I think these were the only ones. Trash, 16 inches, 16 inches, 16 inches, where are the 16 inches? I'm not quite sure anymore. So trash again. Do we give these a quick remodel? They really deserve it. They've been very long in service and honestly been doing pretty well. The last update has been a few years old. In 1923, which is at this point 7 years back. Yeah, no, we need to do destroyers. That's not good. Okay, exit without saving, that's good enough. We're gonna have only the trash with radar for the moment. It is what it is. Come on. Load for me, game. Load for me. Thank you very much. Now check my finances. How many can I do? We have about 60,000 available. 68,000. How much is one of you? 64,000. You can proceed. I'm just a little bit annoyed at the fact that we literally got it the moment we started remodeling the one ship that is using the goddamn guns. 2 months, 2 months, 4 months. 4 months until the big guys arrive as well. Herzog von Tresch. You're gonna have to be refit immediately after you're done. Again. Why are you fast to refit in this one? What the fuck? It doesn't make any sense. The shit? Okay, I guess. Game says so. Game is right, I suppose. There's a convoy mission there. That just disappeared. Please tell me we're not at peace now. Or did I just skip a convoy mission? I might have just accidentally skipped a combat mission. By being very enamored with the fact that I was doing upgrade stuff. Okay. The war continues after failed negotiations. Very good, I like that. The Austro-Hungarians are asking for stuff. A serious incident has occurred which involves an Austro-Hungarian, the Austro-Hungarian Empire. One of the profound politicians was assassinated in cold blood, and the government accuses us that we are behind this. They ask for humiliating concessions to forget the matter. How should we respond? We're going to war. We're going to war. How's this going? Surprise, we're winning. Bigger surprise. Somehow they got more soldiers. Even bigger surprise. Somehow we got less soldiers. Combat mission against... Oh, that's gonna be fun. It's the old one, but that's still gonna be fun. I want to see how their light cruisers are gonna hold up against our modern light cruiser. It's probably not gonna be very well. For one thing, this thing's fast. For the second, it has 10 7-inch guns. For the third, I highly doubt that the enemy has modern light cruisers. Now, we don't have any torpedoes, because honestly, they're not very reliable against AI anyway. You can use them, and they will sometimes work. Most of the time, they won't. The enemy's just too good at dodging them. What do we have here? It's an actual modern light cruiser-ish. It's kind of terrible. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guns. How did you lose sight of the Nürnberg? How did you lose sight of the Nürnberg again? Oh, you're smoking yourself. The Russians, they are modernizing. Let's go down to, like, more fair speed. Yeah, that's what I thought. They have torpedoes on board, much unlike us. They have more torpedoes. And they're probably not going to do very well against our ship anyway. 5-inch guns at best. But 5-inch guns can be extremely nasty anyway. Now, the main thing that we have over them is a very well-built secondary barrage. Which is being their bane right now, I'm pretty sure. Why are the rear turrets turning? Hello? Rear turrets? We are killing them with just the secondaries. I get it, but... Rear turrets? Mabel's actually pretty good at that one. Rear turrets, hello, wake up! The enemy's behind us. On the other side. There we go. They've learned their lesson. They're actually firing at the enemy. God damn. The enemy's also very slow. 31 knots is your top speed, but that's not what you're going at right now. We've built some distance, which is beneficial for us. Bonk. What are you going, like 17 knots, I think? Ooh, 7-inch penetrations. Very nasty. And it's dead. We are already in range of the enemy transports, which I think are all unarmed. Nope, there's a gun up front. And that's done. So they're not all unarmed. Big surprise. We're going to 5 times speed here because it's just going to be a little bit more speedy. It's just shooting at transports anyway. They're not going to be fighting back that well. They might have a torpedo tube every once in a while, but most of the time it's just a few guns. They can sink a destroyer. If they sink a cruiser, something's wrong. So, only 3 transports left. You missed so far, you hit another one. That's honestly impressive. I don't know how you did that. Big hits. It's gonna be making them struggle. Okay, more big hits, more big hits, more big hits. It's just gonna continue now. Dead hit. There's absolutely no way that either of them are getting out of this. Just accept your fates and die, please and thank you. It's gonna speed things up and make it easier. Plop, 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 plop. Yeah, that one's dead. Holy shit, stop firing, he's already dead! He just took so much damage! Oh, that's hilarious. Ah. Okay. Very good. I think there was a second convoy mission. Now, we are at war with the Austrians now, but the thing is that the Austrians... I really don't fear them. They are far behind. They're not going to be able to... Why are you able to get through Gibraltar? Are you able to get through Gibraltar? Excuse me? About 10,000. Now again, they don't have a lot of ships, as far as I recall, and they're also far behind in technology. So... yeah, they have 61 ships, 1 million tons of tonnage. It's actually more than America, funnily enough. Because they have more battleships, I guess. They're actually advanced in technology, but I don't think they're going to be an issue. I do want to be at peace with Britain for a while, though. That would be very nice. Let's just continue remodeling our ships for the moment. It's fine. I forgot about the second convoy mission. I'm an idiot. I actually just skipped that mission. Like a complete fool. I had a chance to destroy convoy ships / defend mine, one of the two. But no. I just have to continue. When we return, we just got even more convoy missions. There really isn't much else to fight on the Russian side. They kind of just lost most things. / are still fighting the Americans for some reason. Relations with the Italian Empire have reached the point, Sure, you know what? We're going to be allied with the Italians for a moment. Port Arthur's still getting bombarded, which is nice. We're attacking Austro-Hungary, at the main heart territory, with a very big army. Okay. Bohemia Moravia is getting blasted, I guess. What else do we have that we need to pay attention to? The convoy mission over here. This is one that we should not take. It is not worth losing any of these ships over. And the good thing is, we can just turn around and run away. Like, there's we could have just skipped the mission. I just realized. I'm not very smart. We've proven that we can skip these missions, so I didn't have to do this. Hello there. You are spotted very early. Wait a minute, what is your range? If I just saw this correctly, this would be very funny. This would be very, very funny. Now, we're not going to use the destroyer much, I think. It's just too close ranged. But I think we might be genuinely outranging their main guns. And if we are, that would be very funny. Oh, it's because of you. You're going to detach from the group and turn away. Now you can go to your top speed. We'll just fuck it now. It's not worth the risk. It is not worth the risk. Let's run away. And I bravely run away. Now, it's actually kind of funny that we still have one of these in here. We can't really update these anymore because the turrets are just too big. But these are all our old heavy cruisers. They're actually still quite capable. They're very heavily armored for what they are. And honestly, their armaments aren't too bad. It's just that they're too outdated. This thing can actually fight a battleship at its own range. Fucking hell. Meanwhile, these things don't have quite the range yet, despite having also 8-inch guns. They don't have the barrel length, and so I think they might have different shells. Yeah, call it. It's 8-inch by 41, while these are 8-inch by 41. Interesting. Mark 3s. Mark 3s. Why do you have so much more range? Is it really just the powder? God damn. That's a 4-kilometer range upgrade just from the powder, apparently. Well, this is going to take a moment. I just shouldn't have taken this fight at all, honestly. There was no reason to. What's this button? Move to waypoint. Ah, I see. Gun ranges. Hotkeys. That button's new, actually. The destroyer has made its way all the way over here. The Limburg is probably the one that's still closest to the enemy. Depending on how modern the battleship is, it could actually be a little bit of a problem, because I don't know if they're following us, and if they are, and they're faster than us, that could be nasty. I have not fought the new Russian ships yet. End battle, okay. We'll take that. It's a Sevastopol class battleship. 25.6 knots, so it could have actually caught up with one of our heavy cruisers. It's a lot of guns. Okay. Okay. They might have actually made a decent ship. I don't know. Come on. Load faster, game. I believe in you, you can do it. Sometimes the game loads in like no time flat, and sometimes it's just not having a good time. What do we have here? Can easily win this Novi class cruiser against the Frauenlob class. That's still not the upgraded one, but we can do this for sure. I could have probably auto-resolved and lost the destroyer here. The main thing is that I want to sink the light cruiser, and then as many transports as I can get. The Hamburg. The Hamburg has spotted the enemy cruiser. So we're gonna go straight at it. Oh, we do know that they can go like 32 knots from the last time we encountered them. I think they're still using... They are on a modern hull, but their technology for guns seems to be very archaic. Meanwhile, ours are chunky, to say the least. Where's the radar blinking for you? That direction. Turn away, for the simple reason that we have most of the firepower actually in the rear. And second of all, that's going to make it a little bit more difficult for them to hit us with torpedoes. Bonk. I think the enemy has realized what we're up to. Torpedoes destroyed. Now, if these were our more model ships, this would be even more of a one-sided battle because it would all be triple turrets of the same caliber. Ooh, that was a nasty hit. Two these is actually this time not a lie. The radar's still pinging in this direction. So now, close enough. Goodbye, my little chip. You did fuck all to me. There is the transports. Now this destroyer should be good enough to actually deal damage to the transports from a certain distance. The only thing is just if they are armed, which these ones don't seem to be, which is good. If they were armed, they could actually really, really badly damage our destroyer. So it's good that they're not. Are these ones armed? Nope. 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 Okay. I'm pretty sure that none of them are armed. Fairly certain. Light cruiser still catching up at top speed. Hey Jameson, how are you doing? Also, let me just quickly drink something as you commanded. How are you doing today? On this beautiful Thursday evening. Where it's almost weekend. And that's another transport sunk. The destroyer's actually doing good work right now. The last that I used to destroy against these, well, they were armed, and it didn't go that well. So another one sunk. Yeah, we really should update the destroyers and get some newer ones. The double turrets aren't bad, by any means. And double turrets do have their own benefits, which is, you know, a higher rate of fire. But at the same time, they also have the downsides, which is a lower density of guns, less ammunition, which is arguably the biggest one. And all in all, they don't put out as much shell weight as a triple turret would. Okay. Light damage taken. We're gonna skip the second convoy mission because why not? We're already showing them who's boss. Don't need them. No, don't need to humiliate the Russians further than it needs to be, right? Refits for a bunch of battle cruisers just finished, so it's only 2 battleships being remodeled, which is the Tresh, which is unfortunate because now we're gonna have to add the 3rd Tresh to the remodeled pile again because we got an upgrade at the worst possible time. The 2 building battleships should be joining our force very quickly, or very soon as well, so we need to remodel those immediately. Again, unfortunate, but it is what it is. More transports over here, and more damage to Port Arthur. More erupted between the Italian Empire and the Soviet Union. How much damage have we taken by now? It's still fine. Maybe it doesn't have anything here, so that's good. Now, Port Arthur is still very big. What do we have here? Heavy cruiser, Bavaria, Frischling against 2 light cruisers. That would be fun. And what do we have over here? That's a no. We're not doing that. We're not doing this. We're skipping that one. For sure. Just quickly check. It probably should be like 1 month. 1 month and then the commissioning time. Until we have the biggest battleship the world has ever seen. We have another 260,000 tons available, which 70,000 will just go right to the trash. So Brandenburg needs to be remodeled. Go to ship design. We went all the way to here, I think. I think we've actually remodeled most of the big ships now. This can be deleted to not have any confusions. Oh, the Terry Sand port. Oh, one of them is, actually. You can be remodeled. We have skipped the light and heavy cruisers for the moment. The Posen, there's apparently one still... Oh, wait, no, this is an old one. Is it an old one? It's definitely an old one. It's 15-inch guns. Wait a minute. No, it's 14-inch guns. Do we not have those turrets yet? The Bonn... So this can be deleted. Because this is the one with the 12-inch guns, right? Yes, 4 12s. Let's make sure not to accidentally downgrade our ships again. Papenburg, I think this is the most up-to-date version of it. The Lotharing can be upgraded. Put our finances in check. Still have 100,000 left. Progress Papenburg, Königsberg. Still a bit confused about the Posen here. Now it's a very old battleship, and 14-inch guns used to be very big. I'm thinking that there's probably just one still on the sea somewhere. So we are probably not building the Gorsa Crew first. It would be funny, but I don't think it's worth it. We're definitely building some of these, but we're gonna need to wait and see where we build them, or when we build them. Also, we're gonna be like building 4 or 5 of them. For the moment, let us start remodeling some of our cruisers. For the Ferrando thirsts for blood. So we have 120, 130 tons to play with. So we can remodel 13 of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Perfect. Yep. That's going to be fine. That is going to be a big upgrade to our line cruiser fleet, because that is essentially just putting 1 extra gun barrel on every single one of the turrets. Which gives them 15 gun barrels of the main battery. Which is a very nasty thing to have. Which means we are soon done with our remodeling. Now, again, the 2 massive ships that have just been completed. The Bane of the Seas, the 2 sisters, they are going to be remodeled immediately. And it's going to be an extensive thing to do as well. I should actually check on how the army is doing on invading Austria. It should probably be going particularly well, because it's 2 million soldiers just marching into their mainland. Okay, North Atlantic is apparently... Our line's broke. I don't know why, but it did. They've pushed me back at Azerbaijan again. Is it going to be another push? No. There's a strike mission. Oh! No. We're withdrawing from this. The Schlesien of all things. If it had been any other battleship, it would have been a great thing to do. It just had to be the Schlesien. Yeah, this is proceeding. It's slow though. This is actually faster, despite the fact that it started later. Odd. Oh, we're actually advancing here now. Interesting. The push into Belarus, it's probably still going to get pushed back because it started so late. Saxony, nah. Don't feel like doing that one. Finances. Now, because of the way that this is working, we should wait for, like, 1 turn. Because the big ships are still needing to be commissioned. For 5 months, actually. Okay, we're gonna do something else. Instead of waiting, we should remodel other things at the time. Because remodeling, for example, these things only takes 2 months. And we can remodel basically a whole lot of them. Let's just remodel. Let's see, how much do we have still open here? Yep, about 200,000 tons. Fuck my life. Let's just remodel all of them. It'll be fine, right? That was too much. Just a tad too much. The good thing is it'll only take a little longer instead. There's another invasion to Austria. They're not going to be having a good time here. Oh, I can actually finish up my control over the Black Sea, which is hilarious. Okay. Ambush and a convoy. Now the question is, who ambushed who? We retain control of the government. That is good. Our constant pressure on the enemy waters paid off. We managed to gain numerical superiority in the area. No! You haven't understood. Get a battleship. Okay. Why are you provoking me now? You were alliance with us for a moment. Hey, we're going to Azerbaijan again. Yep, they're supposing. Let's actually move this fleet into a port. And take a different fleet and move it out of port. To the same spot that they're currently in. Can't do that. Dang it. Not with that fleet, at least. Then move this fleet. Yes, I can. Saxony, Shawnals, Vida. Those are all the old ones, apart from the Vida. That was actually new, but oh well. Finances, yeah, it's going to be that way for a moment. There's going to be a lot of refitting, but it's only going to take 2 months, and then most of them are done. Because we didn't really change much about the heavy cruisers, which is the good thing. We only really added more technology to them, which we will have to do again very soon, because we unlocked radar recently, and we really should put that on some ships. At the moment, it's only on the Thresh. We're repairing 8 ships all of a sudden. I don't know what happened. And we're also refitting 42. Fight to the end. Stay at war with Russia. Because, honestly, that's funny. No! Stop! Autosol. Go away! Green Diesel 2. The problem is it's still awfully ineffective. Like, all of this looks so good, but the problem is the horsepower per ton. It's just atrocious. You need so much to make any ship work with it. Oh wow, Indonesia signed an agreement with China. I have bad news for you people. China's about to cease to exist again. How's this going over there? That's okay, it's proceeding nicely. Good, good. Over here we are actually losing about the same amount of soldiers as they are, which is unfortunate. There's an ambush here, 6 destroyers. Autos off. I'm not wanting to wrangle some destroyers around right now. Now the Italians have pulled out of this fight, which is unfortunate. Our finances should be even more on the red right now, but that's fine. Now the funny thing is that we could actually probably just completely evaporate the Austrian Empire in no time flat. But I kind of want to wait. Because they have a lot of territory that we will not be able to capture with our ships. So if we let our army do some stuff, and then do that... Yep, we're still at war with Russia. Good. That's how it should be. Yeah, sure, you can have a destroyer. That was pretty stupid, I'm not gonna lie. Then again, our heavy cruiser just finished, so, yeah. Russian fleet has been pushed back, and... oh, hey, that's actually not what I wanted to see, but okay. Hey, Britain is strengthening relations with us, and we're attacking the Russian Far East again. With 32,000 soldiers. It is slowly getting less and less, but don't worry, we'll get the Russian Far East eventually. It's a very big port. Nice. The only thing I need my army to take is the Siberian Far East, or Siberian Russia. The problem is that I don't think they will. Actually, I need to think on this. I forgot about it. Again. 59,000 soldiers. Yeah, that's not going to work. That's going to work, though. Still. Instead of Romanian fleets of 8 destroyers. Dang. That's pretty funny. Never thought I'd see that. Well, well, well. Finances are currently at... Yeah, we have about 320,000 left over. So let's just remodel more. Do we have any more Frischlinge that we need to remodel? No. We have some up around, but they're currently at 3. Village one needs to be refitted. I'll probably do all of these right now. Okay. Yeah, we're easily within the limit. Ship design. Spee has been remodeled. Very good. The reason why I'm not really starting to build anything right now is because of one thing. The moment that the big battleships are commissioned, we need to put them into refit. Power to overwhelm and destroy. Strike, ambush, and submarine. The submarine probably doesn't matter. It's either ours running into the enemy, and it's either going to die or sink stuff, or it's theirs running into our fleets, and it'll die. Submarines really aren't that valuable in this game. Auto-resolve. My left, submarine 5. Okay. Lithuania against Soviet Union and Belarus. Again. Wait a minute. That's a different one for once. Auto-resolve. I'm not gonna wrangle the destroyers right now. It's just annoying. We lost one though. That's unfortunate. Hey, it's submarine versus submarine. Auto-resolve. Hey, they did it. This is not gonna go well. This is still going well. Very nice. It's also their hard territory here, so... They're gonna be very, very able to defend these, but at the same time... we could break the entire country by just taking all the ports. And not care about anything that they do about it. Or try to do about it. Well, now we're refitting 6 heavy cruisers, and that is mostly it. Do we have any heavy light cruisers with you? Yeah, but it's not one of those that class, so where are the last low class cruisers? Where have they hidden? At sea, Southeast Asia. Valiente and Niobe. Oh, right, it's down here. I remember. Yeah, we didn't get this, by the way. I didn't pay attention to it at all. It's gonna go back to port. You're gonna go back to where you came from as well. Actually, I'm just gonna go to Saigon. It's fine. Hey, there's Austria-Hungary back here. I didn't realize. They're actually defending fairly well. We're fighting an equal fight. I don't like that. I'm gonna go back to Fort Bayard again. Considering that we're fighting an equal fight there, and we can take more territory in the area, and gain more control over it, I think we're gonna send a fleet to try and take that area. Or fleets. Because it's multiple. Actually, you're gonna go back to port first of all. We need more to take Dalian and Port Arthur. Holy shit. Port Arthur has been whittled down that badly. Actually, you're gonna stay here. What the fuck, man? The other military. What do we have here? Right, do we need to remodel the other ferry still? Yes, we do. The Ostmark. Commissioning for 1 more month and then the big boys are back in town. And they are really, really big. 129,000 tons in one battleship each. It's a lad. Honestly, we could probably go and send it across the world with like a few destroyers as escorts and just capture tiny territories with that battleship alone. And its 17-inch guns. It's completely ridiculous. An ambush against the battleship. We're gonna alter it off because it could be good. It was pretty okay. Status low crew of all things. That's interesting. More importantly, though, I've just realized something. If they're sending the battleships over to that side, we have a ship waiting there. Yeah, sure, you can have some cruisers. Well, Way Highway is gone again. China ceased to exist, yet again. And we captured another port in the area. Be good. Port Arthur's still getting bombarded. Absolutely hilarious. They've not actually taken damage doing it either. And this is just the Schlesien. It's our worst battleship that we have available. So it's actually making headway by now? No, it's not. I'm actually quite glad that this is proceeding. But, as I said, we have some funny ships in the area. And if they're deciding to send their ships out to this side, well, we have a bad surprise for them. Because there's a battleship hunter here. For one of the Kiel-class cruisers have been stationed in the Black Sea as a, basically... We also have some battleships here, but just ignore those for the moment. So, our big battleships are done. So we're going to quickly click on them and make sure that they're up to absolute par with whatever we want to do. In other words, we're going to click on them, remodel them, and put them into refitting. Because I can tell you that at least the radar and the... Actually, the armor upgrade might have been in already. I'm not sure. Nope, it's still Cropfall. That alone is going to save us so much weight on this thing. And we're going to add more weight again, and then we're going to... Fucking hell. TNT4 is going to save us some weight, and then Tube Fighter 3 is going to be good for us as well. Juggle bottom hull. This thing has all the bells and whistles. Damn. And we still have 5,000 tons to play with right now. We could totally go for that ridiculous armor. Wait. 9.5, okay, that's the most we could do. Second in the belt. Ah, okay, that button is not working right now. That's too much. Slightly, but too much. We can do like 6.5. Nope. 6.5. Why are you not working now? 6? Why can I not type a dot in there? Did I press a button somehow? That locks on some keys? I think I know what it might be. which would be funny. Yeah, that's way too heavy. Superstructure arm on this thing is very heavy because it's such a big superstructure. These are 17.7 Mark 1s. That's Mark 4 guns now. That's Mark 5 guns now. It's pretty good. Big as better. I mean, have you seen the size of this land? Hella fire, though. How are you doing? Let's make it 7 by that at least. 16. Alright, okay, that's the biggest we can do. 19-inch turret front? No. 18-inch turret front? No. I would like to at least equal a turret size. Yeah, this is gonna be our refitted variant of this ship, and it's absolutely ridiculous. If we go for capitalistically high explosive, that's so much penetration. No reason to do that, though. You already learned that you won't be able to purchase a house you were looking at due to the realtor doing a backdoor deal with an investment company. Oh, great. Stuff like that sucks. Hope you're doing a decent apart from that, though. Like, nothing bad apart from that happening. While we're at it, we're just gonna do that when those are built. We're gonna exit the constructor, but yeah, as I've just mentioned, you have kind of arrived exactly when I was going to end the stream, because I was going to wait until these guys are ready to be refitted, prepare the refit and put them into refitting, and then I need to stop today. It's pretty much it, otherwise it's been getting into fish keeping. Ooh, that's nice. I used to know a lot of people that had aquariums. Actually, my father used to have like 1 or 2. But at some point that thing broke, and then he didn't get a new one. I don't know what happened exactly. I just know that the damn thing just splintered and water went all over the living room. It wasn't nice. Well, refit both of these, please. For 5 months each. Suddenly, 336,000 tons are taken up again. But as I said, I do need to stop my stream for today, for I need to work tomorrow. And I've already gone over again. I need to change the link command. Disclaimer. That Discord link over there is currently not actually available. I need to change it. You just got a new car. Nice! What kind of car? Or just a car to have? Well, a car. Ding, 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 ding. Mm-hmm. 2008 Lexus. I mean, what kind of Lexus though? That's the question, right? I do need to go for today, so let me quickly check who I can raid for today as I'm ending my stream. I need to work tomorrow, which is always the unfortunate truth. We all need to go to work in the end. And let's go and say hello to... let's go to say hello to Nitro, who's currently playing Yu-Gi-Oh! So, let me see... and say hello to him. He's a good friend of mine, known him for years, and he is quite enjoyable and very, very random. His vibe of his stream is going to be very different from this one. While I'm a military nerd, he is not. But anyway, have a good night. Thank you very much for being here. I apologize for having to leave now, but again, I need to work and I can't do much about that. Have a good night. Thank you very much, and good night.